triangle. And so that Pascal's triangle, I go through it on the video, like how to come up with it. But you got the 1 here. The 1s go on the side. Each number comes from the 2 above it added together. And so for your degrees here, if you have something to the 0 degree, use the first line. You pretty much are never going to use the first 3 lines because it's easier just to do it by hand. But when you start getting down to something being raised to the 3rd power or 4th power or 5th power, this is a shortcut that can make it a lot faster. If second period is watching this video, what I showed you at the end of class, I forgot to put these coefficients here, so maybe pay attention to this right here. So, fourth degree is what we've got here. So if we've got 4th degree, we want to use the coefficients from the degree 4 line. It's like the 5th line on the triangle. So I'm going to have 1, not let me write, 1, 4, I'm spacing them out pretty big, 6, 4, 1. Okay, those will be my coefficients. I'm going to be adding this stuff together here. And so you're going to take whatever your first term is right here. And you are going to go to the first coefficient, and you're going to have 3y squared to the 4th power. And then the next one will have 3y squared to the 3rd power. And the next one will have 3y squared to the 2nd power. This one will have 3y squared to the 1st power. The last one, it would be to the 0 power. You won't have a 3y squared at all with the last one. Okay, so you're taking whatever that first part of your binomial is, and you're just going down 4, 3, 2, 1. If this was to the 5th degree, you'd have another number. You do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If it was 3rd degree, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right? You just descending order here. Then you are going to take the 2nd term. You want to take this sign right here with that 2nd term. So if it is negative, you want to include the negative right here. This one's positive, so that won't be the case. So you'll have, actually, for the first term, you will not have a 2z at all. You'll have 0, 2z's right here. The 2nd term, you'll have 2z to the 1st power. The next term, you'll have 2z to the 2nd power. Then you'll have 2z to the 3rd power. And the last one, you'll have 2z to the 4th power. Okay, so do y'all see that pattern there? Each one of these. So you got your 3y squared. You got to the 4th power, 3rd power, 2nd power, 1st power, none at all on that last one. And then you've got none at all with the first one for the 2z. 2z to the 1st, 2z squared, 2z to the 3rd, 2z to the 4th. There. And so everything from here is simplifying, but let's go over how to simplify just to make sure that we remember. When you are raising this to the 4th power, you have to do 3 to the 4th power. And it is okay with me if you use the calculator a little bit on this, because DeltaMath gives you somewhere the numbers get kind of big. So I'm going to have 3 to the 4th power is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That gives you 81. What do I do with my exponents when I'm doing y squared to the 4th power? Add is for whenever you're like multiplying y squared times y to the 4th. That would be y to the 6th. Like that. If I'm doing y squared to the 4th, what multiply? You'll get y to the 8th. There. So you're multiplying your exponents, you get y to the 8th. So the coefficient, you just raise it to the power. The exponents, you multiply those together. This next part is going to be a little more complicated. It's going to take a couple steps. So for this, I've got 3 to the 3rd power. That is 3 times 3 times 3, which is going to give me 27. And I'll get y to the 6th. And then I've just got 2z to the 1st, so I'll have 2z there. The next one, I'm going to have 3 squared, which is 9, and then I got to square this as well, and I'll get y to the 4th. Right here I've got to square the 2. 2 squared is 4, and then I'll get a z squared there. For the next one, I'm going to have the 3y squared is just to the 1st power, so it just looks like this. I got to raise 2 to the 3rd power, which is 2 times 2 times 2, which will give me 8. And then z to the 3rd power. And then the last one, I'm going to have 2 to the 4th power. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16. And then z will be to the 4th. Five for that. And then you wouldn't want to type it in like this. You would want to, like 81y to the 8th is fine. But you need to multiply 4, 27, and 2. And here's definitely where, pull out the calculator if you need it. 4 times 27 times 2 is going to give you 216. You'll have y to the 6th z. Here you'll have 6 times 9 times 4, which will be 216 y to the 4th z squared. Then you got 4 times 3 times 8, which is going to be 96 y squared z to the 3rd. And then the last one would be 16 z to the 4th. Right there. So that's what you would type in as that last term. This is kind of like one of the worst ones you'll see. Some of them are shorter than this. But you are just going to do the